Hey, hi, how are you? It's Chris again. Welcome back to my channel. Um, I don't know why I decided to film this after the fiasco that I just filmed. I'll link that one down below. It's for my baking. Messed up. Anyway, I'm also still dyeing my hair. It's about to come down. I'm about to rinse it here sometime between the time you see the beginning of this and when you see me putting everything together. But I had bought, because I like head scarves, and I bought these last summer, I want to say, thinking that the headband was going to make it easier than just the elastic that I'd been using. And if I can try to put this behind the dye, it ends up, when you put it where you normally put it, it ends up kind of looking like a nun's wimple, because imagine this like another inch-ish forward, and then these kind of stick out like so. That was not the look I was going for. So I've been meaning to do this for months and months, almost a year, and I needed a break from making a blanket that you guys will see a video for shortly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the ends off of these and take the headband out, because it's just in a sleeve of fabric and secured to the multiple stitchery down here. I have 9 of them, and then I'm going to crochet a cord to go through there so I can just tie it behind my head, and I'll end up with more of a look like I'm used to. And I have an abundance of them right now. So I've done a little experimenting, and this is how long I want that cord, because I do want to be able to tie it under my hair. So this one's a little less. I wanted to know how many stitches to tie, you guys. I'm using I think that's a C or a 2.75 millimeter crochet hook. And what you need to do is do 141 chain stitches. So when I get to 141, I'll get back to you. Because I also have to count how many I just did, because I was talking to you. So give me, like, I don't know, 3 minutes. 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141. Now the only thing I'm doing from there is going all the way back along the chain and doing a single crochet. I'm not paying attention so much where I'm picking up from, as long as it's in each chain stitch, because 90% of what's going to be there is going to be hidden by hair and or by the scarf itself. I just don't want to not be able to use these scarves, and I don't like the way they look currently with the headband. I'm neither a nun nor of a religion that would prefer to wear those in their hair, because I can think of a couple of different people in a few different religions I've seen wearing something similar, so I don't want to do that. It's not for me. And my other headbands and hair scarves are all like elasticy or tie on, or the ones I make for myself, which I can probably make one to show you guys at some point, are all like either thin bands, or the headscarf has a thin band holding it out, which I did buy a few more of those that I'd bought last year of a different sort that I like. But anyway, I'm going to go all the way to the end of the line and cut the end and tie off, and when I finish this one I'll have 6, which means I have to make 3 more. And then I'll take the things out, and then we'll put these in, and I have little specialized buttons. I don't know where exactly they're sitting at the moment, that I'm going to tie into the ends before I completely clip it. So, I'll show you guys when I get to the end of this one, and then probably won't film more until tomorrow when I'm ready to put everything together, because it's late. And after I get these put together tomorrow, I'm probably going ahead and moving back to working on the blanket. And I just kind of wanted to get this done while I was thinking about it. Actually, no, when I get these done, then I have to make several lace crosses. So I'll film me making a few lace crosses and what I do with those, but we won't be posting those till later on this year. And then I'll move on to tomorrow afternoon, evening, or Tuesday morning. We'll move on to me working back on the blanket that you guys will see a video of eventually. Alright. I'm going to finish this line, take the dye out of my hair, and then probably start another one. See you guys probably in the morning. Bye-bye. I don't know, 4 or 5 stitches left in this first one. You can see I rinsed my hair. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but I did more pink at the sides where it had been, and then I brought some pink around on top of my normal red. So it changed the color just a little bit, since I didn't bleach those parts. I have a hair on my knuckle. Because the further into the month we get, the more of my red just keeps coming down into my bangs, which still looks pretty, but I was attempting to add more, I don't know, depth, I don't know, something. And the first line of crochet is always fiddly anyway, and since I'm only doing one line, this whole thing's fiddly and it's on lace weight. I'm kind of glad that the other day I decided I was going to start these and mess with them, because it legitimately was saving my hands, but also I didn't have to worry about a big project. And I just do that and then grab my tail and bring it through the loop and finished. So that's one. Ow, cracked my lower back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm probably going to do one more tonight and do the last 2 in the morning, and then work on finishing up. Okay, all 9 of these are done. I've gotten 8 of these off. I did it off camera so that I could figure out the easiest way to do it, because I tried doing it super neatly at first, and it wasn't worth it because they glued the end of the hairbands that are inside into the fabric. I picked this color because it's easier for you guys to see me cut it. And what I'm doing is I'm going in where that fold is. With my fabric or yarn scissors, because I have some sewing scissors, but this is not them. And I'm just roughly cutting them off. And of course this is the one that's going to stick when I'm trying to pull it off. So that's free. And then you're left with a jagged edge on both sides. And I'm just coming in and cutting those on a diagonal, because we already know we have to resew it. And I'm cutting it on a diagonal facing in. And I'm not even trying to get both sides even. What I'm trying to get is a shape I can work with. Because when you put this on top of the head and pull it back like that, it's going to have a much flatter seam thing. Flatter lay line. And I'm going to use my biggest needle for this, just for my biggest yarn needle for this, just simply because it's going to be easier to grab the other end. Hello, why are we doing this to me when I'm on camera? Not when I'm on camera. I'm taking both of my beginning and my ending threads for the crochet and just pulling them through that hole. And then I'm just going to take the fabric and pull that through. Take the needle. Make it about even on both sides. I'm not trying to get it perfect. Just about. Hi, Katie. Please stay out of my stuff. And then I have these buttons, and they're all different. So this is going to be saved for a different project. The angel's going to be saved for something different. The key is going to be saved for something different. This key is going to be saved for something different. And then this key as well. And this might not be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need one more. What's my smallest key? Quit, please. Well, that rose isn't even a button. And neither is that one. Neither are these two. They're just going to be flat pieces. Okay. I thought those were buttons. Well, the theory was I was going to take these and thread them onto this end and tie them in. But I don't think I have enough unique buttons. Let me go look in my button stash. Let's see, shall we? Oh, for goodness sakes. For goodness sakes. Being loud for the sake of being loud, huh? Well, this one I could probably put this interesting button on. Button. It's got a jewel on that side. So we can do 1, 2, 3. Whatever you're chewing on, please stop. 4. You're cute, but I don't know if I have the right color. Hey. 5. And we'll take this wooden one that I've only got one of. 6. And this intriguing one. 7. Hey! Quit chewing on it, whatever it is. It's a little square one. 8. Please stop. On a random little one like this with just the one piece on the back. So that'll be 9. I'm going to shove these in with here. I've got some blue buttons too, but they're not going to do what I want. Most of the buttons in my mason jar are very old. Random collection of. Thank you. Oh, looks like these went in here. Adjust our sitting. What one did I decide I was going to do on here? Oh, this one. I don't think there's room. There isn't. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, so I can't find one of my embroidery needles that's not meant for my machine. I can find my machine ones. Can't find my regular ones, and none of my regular sewing needles are thick enough eye, so a wide enough eye to get this crochet thread through. But I have left, what side is it on this one? I have left the ends on here temporarily because I can pin them up with a hairpin, so that I can put a button on there when I find the ones I want. Because I think I'm just gonna like shop around on, you know, online or when I'm in a craft store, and if I see some, then I'll pick them up. If I don't, then I won't. But I'd been playing around with the idea. I got my needle, my little bitty needle, and some thread out, and I was gonna sew the ends up of this. And then I realized what type of fabric it is. And some fabric, if you take heat along the edge, it seals up the edges so you don't have to worry about it fraying. And that's what I did on the black side. So if I take this out and I put this over, see how it's doing the little flippy do right now? My hair's not up, so it's going to be harder to tie the ponytail. But when it goes back to where I would normally have it, these are also easier to pin into place where I want. And it makes me much happier because, see, I would normally have it there with my bangs right here, and then I can pin these into place with like my butterfly pins and whatnot. I'm not tying that right now. And I'm so much more happier with the fit. And if I need to make it to where it doesn't flare out as much, I can change the stitchery later. But that's 1 of 9 down. Because when you put this big of a headband on there, it doesn't give it any leeway. So it stands out like a nun's wimple. And that was not working for me. I think I wore one of them. I think I wore 2 out of the 9, like once each. So if you've never taken a lighter to the edges of fabric, let me get my glasses on. And I'm just going to leave them like this for now. I have so many headscarves. And I don't know if I'm going to add some embroidery to these to make them heavier or what I'm going to do. But at the moment, this has fulfilled what I wanted to do with it. So we'll do it on this one. I'm just holding it like this. I'm taking a long lighter. Try not to burn your fingers or your actual crochet thread. And I'm not doing it to where it's fusing both sides together. I'm just doing it to where it's sealing the edges. Because these are headscarves and not something that are going to get like a whole bunch of wear and tear on the edges. I might go back later on with a little bit of thread and like make a buttonhole where the ties are going to go through. But that sealed the edges, and that's all I have to do temporarily to get these exactly how I want them for the moment. We'll see on a different day when I actually put them in my hair. Oh, excuse me, and get the buttons that I want sewn onto the ends. How much more I want to do with these. Because I got these from, I don't even think it was Amazon, I think it was Temu. And I think I paid like $4 for them or something. And a good hint when you get something that is either used or even brand new that you don't really like the way it sits or whatever, you don't have to throw it away or donate it if you don't want to. If it's still something you would use if it was just slightly changed, just take the time to do the small little repairs and changes that you need to do. Am I completely satisfied with these? No. Do I definitely think it's a vast improvement from what it had been? Yes. So I'm going to leave this video here. I'm not sure if next week's video... I'm not sure what next week's Wednesday's video is going to be. It might be another amigurumi. I've got a couple of those to do. It might be showing off my recent cross stitches. Well, recent as in the last year. The blanket might be done. I'm going to wait a few weeks to post any of the cross work that I'm doing with the lace stitching because it's just not time right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a very simple little project. I also have to... What else do I need to do project-wise right now? Oh, I have little plant carriers that I need to put together. I'm going to have some cleanup around the house and whatnot to do that might go into a Wednesday video. Got a lot of ideas for Wednesday videos. So I will be seeing you guys on Friday. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you some ideas of how you might change something that you have in the house that's just currently not working for you. And try to fit it into your general aesthetic. Typically, when I'm putting myself together and I don't just like, don't feel good and decide I'm just going to wear sweatpants and a t-shirt, or it's freezing out so it's sweatpants and a t-shirt, my style ranges between, I'd say 1930 and 1970, but mainly 1950s and 40s. That's what I have the majority of. That's how I style my hair the majority of the time when I'm feeling up to it. And since I've been feeling better, I've been styling my hair more often. And because these will go for everywhere between probably the 30s, although I have some that are better for the 30s and 40s, to the 70s, and again I have other ones as well. This changed something that I was never wearing, that was just sitting in the cupboard in my bathroom taking up space, to something that again not only is not going to take up as much space now, but it's going to be something I use. And if I don't use it 100% of the way all the time, when it's like this, I'll fiddle with it and you guys will see another video until it is something that I will use. So I rambled again after saying I'd see you on Friday. I'll see you guys Friday. Thanks for being here. Just finish this one up. Hi, Poopy Monster. How doing, Poopy baby? You okay? Yeah. You're done. That'll work.